So this is a deluxe studio on the third floor of the original DVC building at the Grand Floridian. And let's start with my favorite part of this room type, which is the split bathroom. And this was the first room type to have the split bathroom. They also have it at the Riviera now though. So on one side, you have a shower and a tub and the toilet. And then there's a door between them. And on this side, you have your vanity. And here they give you some nice little extra amenities, some mouthwash, shower cap, and they have little multi-use containers of the soap and lotion now. Very pretty. And here we have a hairdryer, and there's a little bit of storage over here. And then on this side, we have the walk-in shower. It's really nice. So I love that you can have two people getting ready at the same time. It's just so much more convenient. This is an adjoining room with a one bedroom next door, so there's the door for that. Here in the closet, now the Grand Floridian is the only DVC resort that gives you robes to use. That's a nice touch. And then we have an ironing board, your safe, iron, hangers, extra pillow and blankets. That these are what you'll use for the pull down beds that we'll look at in a minute. Now over here we have the kitchenette. And so we've got a microwave. This room just has the Keurig type coffee maker, toaster, paper towels, cleaning supplies, sink. This room actually has a freezer in the mini fridge. You just never know with DVC rooms if you're going to get a freezer or not. You'll always get a mini fridge, but it doesn't always have a freezer compartment. This one does. And then under here we have trash, extra cleaning supplies. Up in this cabinet, you've got your disposable cups and plates, reusable cups, disposable utensils, ice bucket, can opener, corkscrew. And now here is the bedroom area. So we've got this double bed. I don't know if you can store luggage under the bed or not. I don't know. And then this is a pull-down bed, but in the daytime it's your sofa, and this is another double bed here, and we'll look at that in a minute. Over here by the bed, are there any charging? Okay, under here are some outlets. And the Grand Floridian is the only resort right now that is offering room service. So if you're staying here, you can have food delivered right to your room. That's really nice. There's no table on the other side though. You know how I don't like that. Us glasses wearers need a place to put our glasses. So this resort was refurbished a few years ago. And I think the refurbishment looks like it's been holding up well. Now behind this isn't a dresser. There's another single bed that pulls down here. I'll show you that in a minute. Nice big TV. Floor lamp, a little table and chairs, which is nice to have. Like they removed the table and chair from the Boardwalk, which I didn't like. Okay, so now I will take a second and pull these beds down so you can see what they look like, and I will show you the view from the balcony too. So here's the view from the balcony. Now this is what used to be called a standard view. They now call it resort view. So these cost the least amount of points. And this room doesn't have the best view. We're right over the porte cochere here. And you can see there's the Polynesian tower looming. And the monorail track is right here, so you can get some good views of the monorail. Most of the resort view rooms on this side have a good view of the monorail, so if you have a monorail fan in your group, it's a good choice. All right, now let's take a look inside at the pull-down beds. So this is the pull-down double bed. This really pretty scene of Cherry Tree Lane from Mary Poppins Returns. And so all of the blankets and pillows for this are in the closet. And these beds are pretty comfortable. They're not as comfortable as the main mattress, but they are more comfortable than a sofa bed. And then here is the single bed with this adorable Dumbo background. It's so cute. So these rooms will sleep 5. And another thing I forgot to mention, this room has a ceiling fan. They've been removing a lot of the ceiling fans in the refurbishments, but they left them in this room, and I think that's really great because sometimes you just need that fan. It's Florida. The Grand Floridian now has 2 DVC buildings and 2 types of studios. The Deluxe studios, which is what this room is, and the 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms are in the original Villas building that has its own parking lot and lobby. The stores and restaurants are all located in the main building, and there's a covered walkway that you can use. The second DVC building is Big Pine Key, and that one only has resort studios. And those rooms have 2 beds, but don't have a full kitchenette or a real mini fridge, just a beverage chiller. There are no facilities in this building either, but there's no covered walkway to the main building. Both buildings are part of the same condo association, so if you own here, you can book both buildings. The Polynesian and Animal Kingdom Lodge are the same way, but Wilderness Lodge has 2 separate associations, so Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek are not considered the same resort for booking purposes, even though they're both at Wilderness Lodge and use all of the same facilities. They've recently finished the renovation of the lobby at the Grand Floridian, and I think it looks really nice. I was worried that they were going to remove the marble floors with the characters in them, but they're still there. They added a new bar in place of the old birdcage, and it's called the Perch, and it looks beautiful. Jim had the rum Sazerac, and he said it was very good. I like the new renovations. I think they're pretty and still Victorian enough without being stodgy. And it's been a few years since they refurbished the rooms, and I think they're holding up well. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and have fun planning your Disney trip.